a six-figure salary as a freelance illustrator. I'm gonna tell you up front, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I've had this job for almost 9 years, and I think it took me 6 years to reach my current salary, and it was a pretty slow climb. I believe in my first year as a freelancer, my income was $5,000, and I was also working a full-time job in animation. Then in my second year, I think it was 12,000, and then very slowly going up. So I would say that you can live comfortably as a freelance illustrator with the job that I have, but you have to be smart about it. First of all, illustration is a very competitive field, especially right now. So apart from being a really talented artist, the other important thing about freelancing is that you have to find clients, you have to do a lot of cold emailing, really make sure that your portfolio is seen. Now in my career, I'm very fortunate that clients come and contact me. But at the beginning of my career, I had to put in the work to find work. The other important thing is that no one becomes a successful illustrator from day one. It is a slow climb to build up your portfolio, to build up your client base. So for my first year, I was working a full-time job in animation and doing freelance illustration on the side in the evenings until like 3 a.m. In my second year, I quit that full-time job. Started to build up my client base. In my third year, not doing that great, so I started a part-time job again, but then from my fourth year onwards, this has been my full-time job. However, it is incredibly difficult to be a full-time illustrator, so a lot of illustrators do stick with that day job, and that is totally fine, is totally valid, because it does come with a couple of perks. One being that freelance illustration is pretty unstable. It's not like a normal 9-to-5 job. So having that day job provides some stability in terms of income and then health benefits and so on. The thing that pushed me into my six-figure income was diversifying my income streams. And this is incredibly important, especially when you're a freelancer. My main job is working as a children's book author and illustrator, but I would say that only makes up like 60% of my income. I also do freelance animation, I have an online store, I do conventions, I do a lot of presentations and guest talks and school visits. I also do YouTube and Patreon and other freelance illustration work for clients. Having all of these like mini income streams is super helpful when, as I said, all of these illustration fields are super competitive right now. Work is not really running as great as it used to be. So for example, publishing is not doing so hot at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a lot of book projects next year, but thankfully, because I have all of these other income streams, I should be okay. Yeah, so you can definitely live comfortably. You just really have to put in that extra work, diversify your income, but also know that being a freelancer is not for everyone. It does involve a lot of instability and